said, what he's talking about is a pretty advanced maneuver. You know, is it hard to hire salespeople? Is it hard to recruit quality human beings to our business? Okay, now let's talk about that a little bit. Let's find out why we're doing that. You guys ready? All right, here it is. Son, this is a great job. Let me tell you how this works. You got a $250 draw a week. That's not your money. I'm loaning it to you. Tell you what, pay me. You mean if I work 40, 50, you're going to have to work 60 hours a week if you're planning to make it. You got that so far? Okay. And by the way, no benefits for 90 days. And if you don't sell anything, you don't make any money. As a matter of fact, you're going to owe me money next month. What do you mean? If you don't sell anything and I've paid you $1,000 or $1,200, when you make that $1,200 next month, it's going to go towards what? Paying me. Who's like ready to jump up and go apply for that job? Anybody? But yet we all wonder, why are we having problems what? Hiring people. Well, Helmy, that's the way it is. Okay. Well, when is that going to stop? Because it's not the way it is. So what we need to do is look at the people as in Best Buy. Look at the people at Circuit City. Look at the people at Walmart. Look at the people at Gap. Do they have a problem hiring people? No. Why? Very specific. You have a 40-hour schedule. During those 40 hours, you are required to do A, B, C, D, E, F. I'm going to train you how to do A, B, C, D, E, F. And when I'm done training you on that, that's the only thing I'm going to ask you to do. That's it. And I'm going to pay your money. And whatever production that you come out of that, maybe we'll give you some monetary what? Rewards. But other than that, we're done. Well, Helmy, I don't have a problem hiring salespeople. I got a big facility. Okay, then you don't need to listen to what I'm saying. But if you are having a problem hiring salespeople, this is a pretty good way to do it. What I would do is I would hire or advertise for customer service reps. Pay them $10 an hour, $11 an hour, whatever it is, and teach them the first what? 7 steps of the sale. Meet and greet. Manager jumps in and do what? Welcoming him. Qualify, build rapport. I don't know how much qualifying they're going to do, but they're going to do what? Build rapport. Why? Because they're nice. They're nice people. Right? Then the manager's going to come in and do what? You know, set up the deal, do the interview, and then they're going to touch base with the desk. Then the desk is going to tell them, here's 3 cars. Show them these 3 cars only. Do you think those people are going to listen? Oh, yeah, they are. And then from there, we're going to go into a presentation. Do you think they're going to do a FAB, feature advantage benefit? Oh, yes, they are. Oh, my goodness. That FAB will come out better than anything else. Because all they want to do is what? Do their job. Because they don't care if the car gets sold or not. See, we're not paying them on getting the car sold. All we're paying them to do what? Work the process. And then from there, you're going to teach them how to ask yes questions. And they're going to think that's great. That's a big yes. Because it's very positive, isn't it? Because we're telling them, look, sell a car or not sell a car, all I want you to do is what? Follow the process. And then we go up to the point of bringing the car back to the dealership, showing them the service department, and reestablishing customer-salesman relationship. Or customer service relationship person, right? Now, what do you think the grosses on those deals are? When we did it, it was almost $1,200 to $1,500 higher than any of our regular salespeople. Because our regular salespeople wanted to do what, Daryl? They just want to sell a car. See, all that stuff doesn't matter. They want to go for meet, greet, close. I know, just one second. They want to go meet, greet, close. Meet, greet, finance. I mean, we always laugh at it and say, you know, hey, how you doing? You go into finance. I tell people you need to think that, But I don't quite tell them to what?
Say that.
Do that. How you doing? This is my finance manager. He's going to go ahead and give you about 1,500 documents to sign. So we went into that process for a little bit. Now, let me tell you, I want to hear what you said. Go ahead. Make that comment, Todd, please. Go ahead.
It would amaze you how the salespeople actually, everybody they have is a buyer. You never get the negative, I don't want to sell this, I got a stroke or I got this. You don't get that. These people think everybody they talk to is buying
that's
a car.
because
They will absolutely wear you out till you're ready to kill them because they think they have a buyer. It's unbelievable. It works.
And their job is what? To do the 7 steps.
That's all they do.
They could not care any less if you sell a car or not. You know why? Because they're getting paid that hourly. And I can pay them to do the process versus pay them to sell a car. There's something wrong with the idea of how we pay our people for something that they have absolutely no control of. Think about it. We're paying that salesman a commission over something that he has no control of. Is it in his control to sell a car or not? How much is he in control for gross? How much is he in control for getting a deal approved? We always pay the people sometime for doing things like, like for example, a salesman, he'd say, if you make a gross of $4,000, I'm going to pay you 35%. Well, what did he do to make the $4,000 gross? Wasn't it a function of the desk? Wasn't it a function of the F&I? Why are you paying the salesman 40%? Well, that car guy about 20 years ago, he wrote that book, I'm still looking for that book. Anybody know it? I mean, I'm serious. That is an expensive bad boy if you find it. I bet I can put it on eBay and get millions of dollars.
One other advantage to that is, even though you're not paying them to sell that car, they compete automatically.
Yes. Yes. And should you reward them? Should you reward them if the thing gets a result? Absolutely. Should you pay them like $50 or $100 to do it? At the end of the month, if you sold so many, do it. Now, here's what happens. Listen, is that me or you? Here's what happens, by the way. The nature of that development of that process. Pitfalls. Let's tell you about the things that could happen that it could be very, very wrong when that happens. You start treating those people like you're treating your normal salespeople. Well, those people, just like BDC, don't have the mindset to get yelled at, screamed at, and lit up every other day. They don't have the mindset for you to go and send them to do stupid stuff. You hired them to do the 7 steps of the sale, correct? That's what they do. The manager that is responsible for those people needs to be somewhat of a specialized manager to understand that your job is to cater and take care of those people. And by the way, they work how many hours? 40. As a matter of fact, I want to put them on 39 and a half. Some of them will come to you and they say, well, can I get some overtime? Don't give it to them. Even if you need them, don't give it to them. I want to pay them benefits. I understand what you're saying, but I personally want to pay them benefits because I want to keep that person. It's hard to train that person, so I want to keep them. But put them on 39 and a half hours, pay them the benefits, and when they ask for extra time, you do what? You say no. Why? Because that person is married to a person exactly like him. He has a mom and dad and friends that are somewhat similar to them. They don't hang out with aliens. They hang out with those particular people. So what ends up happening is if you work that person 55 hours, he'll like that check. But guess what else he won't like? The quality of the life. I mean, bottom line, there is reason why people get paid hourly. I've never been in a position where I got paid hourly. I don't know how that feels. I don't understand it. I don't like it. But I'm a 3%er. Are you going to build your entire business off 3%? Good luck. And remember what we're asking those people to do, to come to our business. I'm going to give you a draw of $250. Well, hold on a second. Well, I think that's too much because there's a lot of people that are in the bucket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce my draw to $750. Oh man, that's awesome. How's that working out for you? It's not, is it? So one of the pitfalls is to treat those people like everybody else, and in training, in catering, throwing them in part of the mix, having them attend the same sales meeting as everybody has and all that stuff. The second pitfall is all of a sudden you become greedy because this person is doing a good job. You end up working them what? A little bit more. Now, here's what happens. After 2-3 months, we sit down and we calculate what? Their earnings. So I sit down in front of Joe. I say, Joe, I tell you what, man, you're doing a fabulous job. And by no stretch of imagination, I'm asking you to do anything here. But I just want to share a few things with you because I just don't think that I should keep, a few facts about what's going on in your performance. And he's going to say, well, I'm doing a good job, boss. Absolutely, man. And that's exactly why we're sitting here. In the last 3 months, you have averaged around 16 cars plus. According to our pay plan, and according to the grosses that you've been making, and according to some of the bonuses that you would have earned, you would have made about $5,000 a month. And here's the commission, here's the bonus that you would have qualified. And by the way, when I hired you, I told you that you can stay in that position as long as you want. Now, that being said, you have made also $2,800 under the current arrangement that you have. My friend, I want to give you the option of being a full sales consultant because we believe that you are doing a great job and we think that there's great things coming up. Here's what's shocking. You guys are ready? Some of them will say, well, I really appreciate the opportunity. I'd like to stay at that position that I'm at. That $2,800 that I'm making is just great, and the time, myself and my family, we're just comfortable there. Now, to us, that's a sin. I mean, you're ready to pop that guy's head, right? But we need to stop thinking like that. What are you, a moron? You're going to say, I knew I got the wrong guy. Get out. And then at the end of the meeting, you want to blow him out, right? Well, no, keep him there because he's saving you $2,200. And he just wants to work 40 hours. Now, for him to go to a full sales position, what we will ask him to do is what? Work what? As much as we tell him to work. Why? Because he's what? Hooked.